Alright guys, welcome to the game. This is going to be a quick live review of Southern Strike 4 for PS4. So there are some pros and cons I'm going to quickly take you through. So first of all, I'm going to give this game sort of 6 or 7 stars out of 10. Why? Well, because there's some cons in there, but there's some, overall the game still feels nice, it's not too bad, and a lot of these cons can just be sorted out with patches later in the game. Would I recommend buying this game? Well, the price has come down to £37.99 on Amazon at the moment in the UK, and I would say for that price, yes, I would say buy it. It's definitely worth that money, especially if you like real-time strategy or you're bored of the games you have currently. If you're not too fussed about the game or you have one that you really enjoy at the moment, then maybe wait for it to come down in price a little bit. It's completely up to you. But let's look at some of the cons. Well, first of all, the AI movement. Sometimes when you tell people to move, let's say you have a big group of 30 troops and you tell them to move, most of them will go down the path that you need or want, but some will decide that they don't want to. They'll just randomly, let's say I just wanted to move over to here, some will go through the forest, two people may randomly wander off there, two people might wander straight into those tanks and die. It all really depends. So that's one con of the game. Selection of troops as well. So if you go up to a squad, let's say here, I wanted a rifleman, I can push X. If I want all the riflemen, I can push double X. But now let's say you want the whole squad, and they're not pre-selected, and you wanted to squad up so you can hold X, do that, pick everyone, push R3, and you squad them up, right? The problem is if they're now mixed in with tanks and things like that, we can't easily separate out the tanks. So let's say we had 4 light tanks, 2 heavy tanks, 5 riflemen, and a couple of other people. Well, how are we meant to separate them out? Well, the problem is we can't unless we manually take them and move them out one by one, and that's a massive effort to do each time, so that's a massive con. However, that's easily fixed with a patch, so they might be able to get away with that in future. Another one is when you try to repair, say, a tank, so we could have a group of 10 tanks, say, sitting around here, and then one in the middle needs to repair. If we send a repair truck, well, the other tanks don't move out the way or anything like that, the repair truck just drives into the middle of the tank and goes, oh look, I can't move. And, well, obviously, that's not particularly handy, that's not great, but hopefully they can fix that in a patch as well. Medics run into the fire and die, so I can't show you at the moment because I don't have any infantry. But when you have a big group of infantry, let's say a squad of 20, and you send them to attack, then the front ones tend to die because they're the ones getting shot out, which makes sense. So the medics run in to try to revive them in the middle of the firefight, and they get themselves killed again. So they automatically try and revive each other, which is a bit annoying. So you soon lose your medics, and that's again another con, but probably easily patched. So the X button on PS4, it's like here, select unit. If I wanted to select this tank and send it over here, I'd push circle. X just means select another unit. However, sometimes when you're using abilities, such as this one, X now means execute, and circle means deselect. So it's quite easy to get confused. Let's say I wanted to call in an artillery strike with an artillery piece. Well, if I push the wrong button, it cancels, and if I've moved all the way up here, I then have to scroll all the way back down to pick them up again, which isn't great. There's also a lack of zoom, so I'm fully zoomed out at the moment. This is fully zoomed in, and this is fully zoomed out, which is not much. But again, easily patched. Hopefully we can zoom out a bit more later on. We can move left and right, but as soon as I let go of holding R1, it just flicks back to the original point, which, if I'm trying to look at a different angle, isn't particularly ideal. My next topic is going to be the slow movement of the camera. As you can see, this is as fast as it moves, which isn't fast if I suddenly want to go over to the other side of the map. They should have a button where you can just, I don't know, let's say hold R3 or something like that, and you can move really quickly from one side of the map to the other. That would be the best, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. But again, easily patched. But they're the cons. They're the cons that I came across. I streamed for 5 hours last night, so if you want to watch me stream, check out Twitch at Tension Gaming. Like I said, my name is Tension Gaming, so go on Twitch and have a look. I'll be streaming it a lot. But like I said, overall the game's not too bad. There's some flaws, but they're easily fixed patches. The graphics are not bad. I mean, I'm using a normal PS4, so PS4 Pro may be a bit better at this. if you're looking at PC, chances are PC's a lot better. But, you know, graphics overall aren't too bad. On top of that, we've got the firefights, you can see here, it's not too bad. You've got graphics, you've got the shots, you can see the shots going in, you've got some explosions. No, it's not too bad at all. Again, with the visual effects, the ground effects aren't too bad. You can probably listen to that if you've got headphones in. And another pro is long-range units will actually start to shoot things, which you don't understand how good that is because you play a lot of games and they won't shoot, you know. But there's also another flaw is if you send in a squad of infantry, they may struggle a little bit when you send them. Okay, I want to move over to there. You can't see here. Say there's an enemy squad here. Sometimes they'll actually run into them, barely shoot back, and that can be irritating. But yeah, so overall it's not too bad. They've got some good abilities and things like that between all the people. Like here we can dig in tanks, we can repair up, we can open the hatch so we can see further, stuff like that. There's some good abilities in this game. I'm only starting to scratch the surface. I've only played it for 5 hours. And before too long, I reckon I'll start understanding a lot more. But yeah, it's a good game. I'd recommend it if you haven't got it.